What if I told you right now you're only using 10% of your brain? This idea has been around for decades, captivating the imaginations of many. The other 90% just sits there, dormant, full of untapped potential. Imagine the possibilities if we could harness that unused portion. It's a tantalizing thought, isn't it? The idea that within our very own minds lies a vast reservoir of potential just waiting to be unlocked, like finding a secret room in your house brimming with treasure. The allure of such a discovery is almost irresistible. This is the alluring premise of the 10% brain myth. It's a story that has been told and retold, gaining traction over the years. A myth that's permeated our culture for over a century, whispering promises of superhuman abilities if only we could unlock that dormant potential. From books to movies, this myth has been a source of endless fascination. But what if I told you this myth is as real as a unicorn riding a bicycle? It sounds fantastical, doesn't it? Yet many still believe it. Prepare to have your mind blown, because we're about to embark on a journey into the fascinating world of neuroscience and debunk this persistent myth once and for all. We'll explore how our brains truly function and reveal the incredible capabilities we already possess. The origin story. A century of misinformation. This tale begins over 100 years ago, in an era where science and pseudoscience often blurred together. Where did this 10% brain myth originate? It's a question that has puzzled many for decades. Like a game of historical telephone, the origins are murky, with each retelling distorting the facts a little more. Whispers point to misinterpretations of early 20th century research, where scientists were just beginning to understand the complexities of the human brain. Some even blame it on self-help gurus, eager to sell us the dream of unlocking our hidden genius. These gurus capitalized on the public's fascination with the mind's potential. Imagine this, it's the roaring 20s, flapper dresses and jazz music fill the air, a time of great social and cultural change, and a charismatic speaker on stage tells you, with great conviction and flair, you, yes you, can achieve anything if you just tap into the unused 90% of your brain. The promise of untapped potential was irresistible. The audience roars with excitement and the myth takes root. It spreads like wildfire, becoming a part of popular culture. But like a house of cards, this myth crumbles under the weight of scientific scrutiny. Modern neuroscience reveals the true complexity and full utilization of our brains, debunking the myth once and for all. Brainpower Unleashed, debunking the myth with science. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most persistent myths about our brains. You might have heard it said that we only use 10% of our brain's capacity, but is that really true? Let's find out. Let's get down to brass tacks. The idea that we only use a small fraction of our brain is not just misleading, it's completely false. Our brains, those wrinkly wonders inside our skulls, are constantly buzzing with activity. From the moment we wake up to the moment we fall asleep, and even while we dream, our brains are hard at work. Every thought, every action, every sensation is a symphony of neuronal firing. Imagine a grand orchestra where every musician plays a crucial role. That's your brain at work every single day. Brain imaging techniques like fMRI, functional magnetic resonance imaging, show us that even simple tasks like drinking chai or listening to Bollywood music activate multiple areas of the brain. These scans reveal a vibrant, dynamic organ, not a dormant one. If we were only using 10%, wouldn't brain scans look more like a dimly lit Diwali light display than a dazzling fireworks show? The reality is our brains are more like a constant, brilliant display of fireworks, with different regions lighting up for different tasks. The evidence is clear. The 10% brain myth is simply not true. Science has shown us that our brains are always active, always engaged, and always working to help us navigate the world. So next time you hear someone say, "We only use 10% of our brains," you can confidently say, "That's a myth." Your brain, the final frontier. So, if this myth is busted, what does it mean for us? It means we need to stop underestimating the power of the human brain. It's already a supercomputer capable of incredible feats, from composing symphonies to solving complex mathematical equations. The real journey lies in understanding and nurturing the full potential of this remarkable organ. So, the next time you hear someone say, "I'm only using 10% of my brain," you can smile knowingly and say, "Think again! You're using 100% of your incredible brain, and that's more than enough to achieve greatness."